Hello dear students, good morning. Welcome back in a class of engineering chemistry. I am Asha Pawar working as assistant professor at SNJB's Ledsav KBJ College of Engineering, Chandwad, Nasik. Student, in last session we learned the first ill effect, that is boiler corrosion. The destruction of metal due to the chemical or electrochemical attack by environment is nothing but the boiler corrosion, and these are some examples how exactly the boiler corrosion takes place. In today's session we learn another ill effect, that is priming, foaming and caustic embrittlement. So first of all we learn what is priming and foaming, their causes and prevention. Then what is priming? Priming is nothing but a wet steam formation. How? When a boiler produces steam rapidly, some water droplets are carried along with steam. This process of wet steam formation is called priming. That is, if water boil and it generate the steam, during that steam generation, if some water droplets are carried along with the steam, that is wet steam formation, is nothing but the priming. Then causes or reasons of the priming, that is a very high level of boiler feed water, presence of excessive foam, high speed of steam generation and faulty boiler design. That is, if very high level of boiler water, then automatically causes priming. Then presence of excessive foam on boiler water surface, then it also causes priming. High steam generation rate also causes priming, and faulty boiler design may also causes priming. That is, due to the priming we cannot easily judge the water level. Then foaming. Foaming is the formation of continuous foam or bubble on the surface of water. That is, if very high amount of foams or bubble can be generated on the boiler surface, water surface, then it is nothing but the foaming. Then causes or reasons. High concentration of dissolved salt in boiler feed water always causes foaming, like heavy metal salts. Presence of oil droplets and alkali also causes foaming. Presence of finely dispersed suspended material, that is soil or sand, very small particle, also causes foaming. And violent agitation of boiler feed water also causes the foaming. Then disadvantages of priming and foaming. Due to the foaming, actual height of water column cannot be judged well. Because of priming, the salt present in the droplet entered in the part of machineries where steam is being used, thereby decreasing life of machinery. That is, salt present in the wet steam entered in the various part of machinery and it get deposited, and due to that decrease the life of machinery. The dissolved salt in droplet of wet steam get deposited on the evaporation of water, which reduces efficiency of machine parts. That is, various salt in water droplet of wet steam continuously deposited on the various region of the boiler or the part of the machine, then it reduces the efficiency of that machine parts. And finally, foaming causes wet steam formation. If foaming happen in the boiler, then automatically it causes wet steam, that is a priming. Then prevention of foaming and priming can be takes place by using the various method. First, foaming can be prevented by adding anti-foaming agent like castor oil or by adding chemical like sodium aluminate, and then followed by blow down operation. That is, to prevent the foaming, we use the anti-foaming agent like castor oil or we add a chemical like sodium aluminate that prevent the foaming, and after that we use a blow down operation, that is salt rich water replaced by the fresh water. Priming can be prevented by use of well softened and filtered water, that is very soft water if we use for the steam generation, then automatically priming can be prevented. Maintaining low water level in boiler, it also prevent priming. Rapid change in steam generation rate should be avoided to avoid the priming. Steam purifier can be used to avoid the priming and foaming. Then another ill effect, that is caustic embrittlement. Student, caustic embrittlement is one of the type of corrosion, but instead of acidic medium it can be takes place in a basic medium. So first of all, what is exactly the caustic embrittlement? It is the fast corrosion of boiler caused by highly alkaline condition of water during steam generation, especially in those boilers which generate high pressure steam. Means caustic embrittlement happen in those boiler only that having a very high steam pressure, a very high pressure of steam generation, and it is happen in alkaline, that is in basic medium. And due to the caustic embrittlement, boiler material or boiler metal become brittle and get break after the embrittlement, that is corrosion. So why boiler caustic embrittlement happen during steam generation? In industry, for water softening various techniques can be used, and one of them is a lime process or soda lime process. In that use sodium carbonate. That sodium carbonate, smaller amount of sodium carbonate if left in a boiler, it get hydrolyzed into sodium hydroxide. It is a basic or alkaline compound, and that accumulate continuously on the various region or part of the boiler, and then caustic embrittlement takes place in boiler. That is due to the hydrolysis of sodium carbonate, sodium hydroxide is formed, and that sodium hydroxide can deposited at a various region of the boiler. In a high pressure boiler generally, that NaOH causes caustic embrittlement. Then what are the disadvantages? If continuously caustic embrittlement takes place in a boiler, it decreases the strength of boiler metal. See, after the caustic embrittlement, boiler metal completely break. Then galvanic cell form during the steam generation, or maybe the form the concentration cell. Then how to prevent the caustic embrittlement? Instead of using sodium carbonate or soda, we use sodium phosphate for water softening. Then add some tannin or lignin to the boiler water which block the cracks, that is NaOH deposited at generally cracks, bends, wall. If we use tannin and lignin, already that blocks or cracks get blocked, and deposition of NaOH avoided, means caustic embrittlement surely avoid. Adjust the boiler water pH in between 8 to 9. And the last prevention, that is add sodium sulfate to boiler water to keep the ratio of sodium sulfate to NaOH as 1:1, 2:1 and 3:1 at a pressure 10, 20 and above 20 kg per centimeter square respectively. That is, we use sodium sulfate along in the boiler water for high pressure, medium pressure and low pressure boiler in the ratio of 1:1, 2:1 and 3:1 with NaOH. Thank you.